main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Amadi Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So now the Lions go on offense in a great starting spot. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Brock Wright with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Lions are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action, it's Mahomes. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Mahomes going to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pick up on first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Goff now to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. There's Goff. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. And we are back and ready to go for the 2nd quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The drive starts with a handoff to McKenna. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes now to throw. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, things went really well in that first one, not so well in the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On 1st and 10, Goff. Dancing to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here. To try again after the sack. Goff. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they're looking third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he's got his big tight end here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack on first down, Goff, he'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. He just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And the defense closes quickly there. And they get maybe a yard to the 33. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Hey, that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. second and just a few inches left. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Detroit back in possession of the football. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Goff now looking to throw. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Oh, the out route, he finds Hardman. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Second down, McKinnon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
is not going to get it done. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Brought down by Willie Gay. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun. Goff. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Choke. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. So 1st and goal, 6 points here. We're going a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the keeper, here's Goff. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jared Goff scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Lions are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Yeah, we're at the time of the Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get just a yard on the scramble and 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
So out now come the Lions. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now a toss for Swift left side.
And he stopped immediately there.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
This is Swift on the counter.
He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Gall. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Here comes Tony on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over first and 10.
Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little over 80 ticks to go. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in the Super Bowl.
Fighting Hardman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Here's Mahomes.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Mahomes.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. And the Lions, yes, the Detroit Lions have won the Super Bowl. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.